I mean, I will never concede on this point. I'll never concede on this point.
You'll never concede on what the Injil is?
No, I'll never concede.
Yes,
never
you will.
Concede.
Yes, you will. Based on the Quran, to me, I think it's clear that the Quran would be leading. I mean, the Injil is leading towards the New Testament. That's the Injil that the Christians had. That's the gospel that they had, was the New Testament.
Yeah, but it leads towards that realm of like thought and discussion.
It leads towards the realm that it's the New Testament. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. But like, yeah, it leads towards that. It leads towards that.
See, I didn't I tell you in the beginning, I said you would concede because, not because you're like defeated or anything, like I didn't win anything here, but you're just honest.
Do we what does the Quran say about the Injil? Do you know?
It says a lot.
It says
a lot, and it says nothing at all at the same time.
Sure, yeah, sure. So let's look at what the Quran says about the Injil. Because I've seen you argue that the Injil is the New Testament. I've seen you argue this point before. I disagree with that point personally.
You disagree?
I disagree with that.
What?
Because I want to ask you a question. Wait,
hold on a second, Omar. Hold on a second. Yeah. You just hit the button, baby. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with another segment of What is the Injil? We have ourselves a new contestant here, our friend Umar. Let's all welcome Umar, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
Ooh, yeah, all right. So Umar says that he does not believe that the Injil is the New Testament, which means he knows what the Injil is. So go ahead, Umar. Tell us what is the Injil.
That's a straw man of the position, first of all. And second off, the Quran makes an explicit claim of the Injil as being the message given to the Isa alayhi salam.
The message given to Jesus. Yeah, okay. Sure. And what was that?
It's in the Injil that preached the Sharia. In the smallest interpretation. So let me grab it for you.
Where does the Quran say that the Sharia is in the Injil?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Let me grab you it. It's not word for word, bar for bar, that type of thing, but I'll grab it.
Okay, I'm not that strict.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
We could use understanding when verses are pulled up. You know, use our comprehension.
So let's first off identify the Injil. So it's in Surah 3, Ayah 3, Surah Al-Imran, if you know what that is. Of course,
of course I know what that is.
What?
I said yes, I know what that is.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to pull it up, or I'll put it up?
You said 3:3, right?
Yeah, 3:3. Yeah.
It's okay. He sent down the book confirming, what came before it, and he sent down the Torah and the Gospel.
Yeah, sure. And then in the next verse, it says, "Previously as a guide for the people, and revealed the decisive authority. Surely those who reject Allah's revelation will suffer severe torment. For Allah is Almighty, capable of punishment. Surely nothing on earth and in heavens is hidden from Allah." Do we agree?
Yes. So we know that the Injil is a revelation from Allah. We know that the Injil was given to Jesus. But what was that?
So in the text, from what we know what the Injil is, it says specifically in Surah 3, Ayah 48, and he will teach him the writing and wisdom and the Torah and the Gospel. So I'm going to go to 48 and I'll read it out loud. It says, Mary wondered, my Lord, this is in 47, just to give you context. Mary wondered, my Lord, how can I have a child when no man has ever touched me? And the angel replied, so will it be. Allah creates at what he wills, and when he decrees a matter, he simply tells it be, and it is. And Allah will teach him writing and wisdom, the Torah and the Gospel.
So teach him the writing, the wisdom, the Torah, and the Gospel.
Yeah, sure. And in the next verse, it says, a messenger to the children of Israel, I have come to you with a sign from your Lord. I'll make for you a bird from clay. Breathe into it and become a real bird by Allah's will. I will heal the blind and the leper and raise the dead to life by Allah's will, and I will prophesy what you eat and store in your houses. Surely in this is a sign for you if you truly believe.
So what is that? What is that gospel though? All of this doesn't help us. What is the
sure.
gospel?
In the next verse, it further clarifies. And I'll confirm the Torah.
The next verse does not help us.
Yeah, well, hold on. You gotta let me click here.
It literally does nothing to answer the question of what the gospel is. It does nothing.
Hold on. You gotta let me cook here. Let me cook.
All right, go ahead.
Then I'll go to this one. Let me double check my facts real quick before I spew off. I'm gonna hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. I gotta use the restroom. Yeah, I had to use the restroom. My fault.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. So
yeah, sure.
What is the Injil now?
So the Injil, to my understanding of the Quran, Sunnah, and scholars, I'll say, because we don't only base we're not Quranists. We don't solely base our entire religion from Quran. Muhammad bin
Okay.
Jab especially made this statement as well. Back ago, and it's consistent with the Sharia. And I'll grab you from some people, some scholars.
So are you saying the Injil is consistent with the Sharia?
Consistent with it is the Sharia. Like, we believe that like every prophet preached the same message.
Okay. You believe that every prophet preached the same message.
Yes.
So did every prophet preach the Injil?
Every like the Sharia. It's called the Sharia. It's like, like Sharia law. It's laws based off of Islamic principles, and Islamic principles is like Sharia, and the term Sharia is like Islamic values.
Got it. So every prophet preached Islamic values, but even though their message may have varied, depending on their time and the audience they came with, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to figure out specifically. The Injil, what was that? What is that?
Let me grab the scholar real quick. I don't want to spew out of just like nothing really. I forgot this kid's name. What's this guy's name?
Also, Yasser Qadi.
I think it's do you know Adan Rashid? Do you know who that is?
Yep.
Yeah, do you know what that is? I think he talks about that a lot. He talks about what the Injil is.
He doesn't even know what it is.
Huh?
He doesn't even know what it is. He's not even a scholar.
Huh?
He's not a scholar, and he doesn't know what the tafsir is.
Adan Rashid?
He doesn't know what the Injil is. Adnan Rashid, yes.
Let me grab it. I'm pretty sure he has credentials, no?
He's not a scholar.
I'm pretty sure he's an historian.
He's Adnan Rashid.
Adnan Rashid, yes.
No, he's not.
Yes, he's a distinguished historian. What do you mean?
Adnan Rashid, the one who's debated, Dr. James White and all these people?
Yeah, that guy. The Adnan Rashid. That guy. I put him in the link in the chat, in the private chat. That's the guy I'm referring to. He talked about the Injil. I'm using a historian. Yeah, what do you mean? This guy's definitely... He has credentials. That's all I know.
About to see what you're talking about.
I'm 99% sure that's like a
scholar. Yeah, Adnan Rashid, bro.
Yeah, isn't he a historian?
No.
Yeah, he has an honors degree from the University of London.
Bro.
Why do you reject him?
Guys, no, man. Adnan Rashid is not your scholar, dog.
He's an historian. I said he's a historian. What do you mean?
You're saying he's a historian?
No, I didn't say. Yeah, he's an historian with an honors degree in history from the University of London.
Okay, what does he say the Injil is, man?
I think he makes the explicit claim that the Injil is a message given to Isa alayhi salam. It's the explicit message.
What is that?
The message given to Isa, like, look, bro.
We know that. We know.
I have a video. I'll play it in the mic.
You're playing a video, Umar.
Yeah, bro. I can't put it into the same words, man.
Oh, come on, Umar. This is not how this segment's supposed to go.
How's it meant to go then? Curious.
You're supposed to know what the Injil is, or just say you don't know.
I mean, I will never concede on this point. I'll never concede on this point.
You'll never concede on what the Injil is?
No, I'll never concede.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Who says so? Me? You?
I think you will. You.
I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Man.
You're an honest guy so far. I think if it comes to a point where, a concession is necessary, I think you'll concede for sure.
I have a really good thing. I have a really good way to prove this. Really good way. To prove this. So if I show you that he preached Islam in the Quran, will you accept it?
No, because that's just a claim.
Yeah, just a claim. But when I give you the sense of the Injil and I give you the interpretation of what the Injil is based on the Quran, would you accept it?
I will accept what the Quran is saying.
Yeah, but
however, I need it to tell me what it is. See, look, I know what the Quran says. It says a few things about the Injil. One, it's a revelation of Allah. Two, it was given to Jesus. Jesus is the one that preached it. Three, it was written down eventually. Four, the Quran confirms it. Five, the Christians are supposed to judge by it. So
with the Quran as an authority.
No, not with the Quran at all. No.
Are you wait? Why do you wait?
We'll
Hold
get
on.
to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a second. Okay.
I'll prove that later. No problem.
All right. So these are the things that the Quran says about the Injil.
Okay.
But it doesn't tell us what it is exactly. It doesn't tell us.
Okay, sure, no problem.
See, you just conceded.
Okay, sure. No. You know what I'm gonna say, right? I have an idea. We're gonna use Quran to prove this. So
I'm inviting you to.
I have an idea. So when we go to Surah 5, ayah 48, right? It says that like the book, he said, we have revealed to you, O Prophet, like that's on the Arabic, but like sure, this book with the truth as a confirmation of previous scriptures, right? It says that, and supreme authority and a supreme authority on
it doesn't say supreme authority. It says guardian, Muhammad.
Guardian. Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, so judge between them by what Allah has revealed, and do not follow their desires of the truth that has come to you. This is Allah Azza wa Jalla speaking to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then in the next verse, I'll keep reading it. Yeah, but I think I already know what this is, but I'll read it out loud for you, no problem. Yeah, to each of you we have ordained a code of law and a way of life. If Allah had willed, He would have made you one community. But His will is to test you with what He has given you. So complete with one another in doing good. To Allah you will all return. Then He will inform you regarding your differences.
So to each of you, He has prescribed to them their own law. Which groups is He talking about?
The Jews and the Christians.
Jews and the Christians and the Muslims.
Yep.
All right. So Jews, they have the Torah. Christians, they have the gospel. Muslims, they have the Quran. Yep. If He wanted to, if He willed, He would have made them all one
community. He would have made them one community.
Exactly. So even in Muhammad's time, their books, the Torah and the gospel, are still good for them to use for judgment in their criteria, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Got it. All right. This still doesn't tell us what the Injil is.
Yeah, but it tells you in the next verse.
The next verse doesn't tell us anything about the Injil.
Yeah, sure. But do you hold to the position, just had a strict question, like do you hold to the ability, or do you hold to the position that the New Testament is the Injil?
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Because I think you do.
We'll see. My whole thing here is, how do you know it's not? That's my whole thing. How do you know the Injil is not the New Testament?
Dude, this happened with Dawa Rodinya and the other guy.
It sure did.
It definitely did. And I saw a clip where the New Testament comes after Jesus, right?
The New Testament comes after Jesus. That is correct.
So can something be revealed after Jesus be revealed to can something that came after Jesus be revealed to Jesus?
Who says that it was revealed after Jesus?
Who said it was revealed after Jesus?
Yeah, nobody says
the
New Testament was revealed after Jesus. It was just written after Jesus.
Written after Jesus. Okay, so what is like the? I believe you hold the position that the gospel of Jesus, like the words of Jesus, like the teachings.
So it's like this, bro. It's like this. If Jesus revealed the gospel, right? He went around preaching the gospel, right? And then let's say 5, 6, 10 years after he ascended to heaven, his companions decided to write down what he preached.
Yeah.
There's no problem with that, right? It doesn't mean that that's when it was revealed.
Yeah,
it was revealed when Jesus preached it, but they just happened to write it down later.
Yeah, in the New Testament especially, it talks about how like many things were like many things were said that they didn't have on record. Like many things Jesus said that.
Yeah, many things he did that they didn't have on record.
Yeah, many things he did they didn't have on record. Yeah,
but
I talked about this with another guy. Yeah.
Okay, so with this being said, now the question still stands. How do you know that the Injil is not the New Testament?
How do we know? Because you hold to the New Testament teaches the doctrine of the Trinity. Supposedly teaches the doctrine of the Trinity.
Do you?
Does it? Doctrine? I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what I believe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But with the position I held previously, with regards to the New Testament contains remnants of truth of Isa alayhi salam.
Okay, but
in this verse, in Surah 5, ayah 49, it says, "And judge between them, O Prophet, by what Allah has revealed, and do not follow their desires, and beware, so they do not lure you away from some of what Allah has revealed to you. If they turn away from Allah's judgment."
This has nothing to do with the Injil.
Yeah, it will. Let me circle back. then
the question is, how do you know the Injil is not the New Testament, my brother?
Because it teaches anti-Islamic values.
But that doesn't mean that it's not the Injil. That would just mean that the Injil taught anti-Islamic values.
The Injil taught anti-Islamic values.
Yes, and the Quran is confirming a book that contradicts Islam. That's all that would mean.
Okay, I have a question. If the Injil is the New Testament, then like what canon is it?
Wait, no, that has nothing to do with the question. But we could deal with that next. I promise you. But first, let's establish what the heck the Injil is first. So, do we see, at least so far, that you have nothing to stand on? You have no basis to say that the New Testament is not the Injil.
No basis?
Mm-hmm.
No basis. I would say like I do have a basis. But
what's your basis?
Basis would be like, I don't know, like scholarly interpretation. But I just can't find it right now.
Scholarly interpretation? The scholars use the New Testament a lot of times in their interpretation.
Yeah, but like the Islamic scholars in particular.
Matter of fact, Islamic scholars. Matter of fact, when we look at a particular commentary of the Quran, look, watch this. When we go to 7:157, I'm gonna show you what a commentary does. Can you stop smacking in the mic?
My fault, I was eating.
I know. Let's see what the two scholars said. When we look at this translation of the Quran, look, I have it over here on the right. This is 7:157. Those who follow the messenger, the prophet who can neither read nor write, i.e. Muhammad, whom they find written with them in the Torah, and then they quote my Bible, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15, and the Injil, the gospel, John chapter 14, verse 16.
Yeah, sure.
So even the Islamic commentaries say that the Injil is our Bible.
Wait, what scholar is this? Who is this?
This is Halali and Khan. These are two scholars together.
Are they what's like their what's their school of thought? So what's their aqidah?
I don't know that deep.
All right.
I don't know. I ain't that deep on that.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
but just showing you that even Islamic scholars appeal to the Bible.
So
and
let's say I concede the Injil is the New Testament. Let's say that hypothetically.
No, it ain't no. Let's say it. Do you?
I will never concede that. Never.
Why?
So I'm gonna keep fighting, bro. I'm gonna keep looking for evidence, bro. And if it's true, then I'll concede. Then like fine, like it's like okay, whatever.
Good.
But in the Quran, specifically when in Surah 5, Ayah 49, it says, "And judge between them by what Allah has revealed, and do not follow their desires, and beware so they do not lure you away from some of what Allah has revealed to you. If they turn away, then this is referring to the
judge
Jews.
Between who? Judge between who?
Just between them, O Prophet, the Jews and the Christians.
Beautiful. So not the books themselves, but the people, right?
Jews and Christians, yeah, like the what Allah has revealed. It's like
right. So you have, and this is what the Quran says over and over again. Matter of fact, you saw this in chapter 3, verse 78, how it says they distort God's words with their tongues.
Yeah, what about
right? They lie about it.
I sent you scholarly interpretation for like.
Well, I already know the verse, but this is the point.
Yeah,
is that the scriptures, according to the Quran, are good. They're good for judgment. You're supposed to believe in them. They're intact. However, the people don't follow their scriptures, and sometimes they lie and misinterpret them. So Muhammad is saying, judge between them and don't follow their vain desires, so that they don't lead you astray with their lies and misinterpretation.
I'm gonna grab something. I'm gonna grab the tafsir for that. Real
Go
quick.
ahead, yeah. For sure. Just showing you that you're judging with the Quran is like saying to judge between the people, don't follow their vain desires, their lies, their distortions, and stuff like that when they try to lead you away. It has nothing to do with the scriptures themselves. The scriptures themselves, they're good and pure. So where we're at is that the Quran affirms the scripture, but tells you to watch out for the people.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna send a link in the thing. But for this, look at I sent you the private chat. This is Quran.com and this tafsir for Surah 5, Ayah 49. And it talks about, it says here, in the 5th, 40, and in the 6th verse, the address is to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, saying that to him Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed them Quran, which confirms the Torah and the Injil, books previous to it. And it is their custodian as well. This is because after the people of the Torah altered the Torah and the people of the Injil made changes in the Injil, it was the Quran alone which turned out to be kind of the overseer and protector, which exposed the alterations made by them, lit up truth and reality in their proper perspectives.
Right. So that's Ibn Kathir, which he's one of those who holds the position that the scriptures have actually been corrupted. But that's not all of their opinions.
Yep.
Like when you look,
never made that claim. Yep.
Yeah. When you look at Ibn Abbas on 378, he says none can change the words of Allah. None can take and remove any of the words from any of his books, but that they only distort their apparent meanings. So you have,
yeah, sure. This is common, though. I will say this is common among scholarly interpretation with specific verses such as the Quran, and this mainly depends on your school of thoughts and what sector you take.
Exactly. So you have actually there's three groups that Ibn Qayyim, who's also a contemporary of Ibn Kathir, Ibn Qayyim gives us three groups that have three different positions. There's the group like Ibn Kathir. They believe that the scriptures have been corrupted and changed textually.
Yeah.
Right. Then there's the other group that does not believe that they've been changed textually, but that they've just been misinterpreted and distorted with their words, right? They lie about what they say.
Yeah, sure.
And then there's the third group, which is the smaller group, which Ibn Taymiyyah is part of, who says that most of the scriptures is intact, but some of it, like there's a little bit of it that's been corrupted.
Yeah, like some examples could be like referring to like the Father or something like that. Maybe like some of that, like that.
Look at you.
Yeah.
So this is where we're at, man. Based on the Quran, we still, to me, I think it's clear that the Quran would be leading. The Injil is leading towards the New Testament. That's the Injil that the Christians had. That's the gospel that they had, was the New Testament.
Yeah.
And the Quran affirms it. It says it's with them. It's in their possession, and that's what they were using. So it looks like everything's pointing to that the Injil is the New Testament, right?
I don't know. I'm not, bro. Like, what should we call it? I want to go to college for like religious studies and philosophy. So I think I'll definitely have more of a set in stone position of what the Injil and the Torah is.
That's fine.
I'll definitely have more of a clear position, but it leads towards that realm of like thought and discussion.
It leads towards the realm that it's the New Testament. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. But like, yeah, it leads towards that.
See, I didn't I tell you in the beginning, I said you would concede because not because you're like defeated or anything, like I didn't win anything here, but you're just honest. You're if it makes sense to you, I said you're gonna concede. And here you are. You're like, okay, yeah, you know what? It looks like it's leading to the fact that it is the New Testament.
However, I just add on to that, specifically with among the scholars, you should very well know this. Among scholars, there are disagreements among like what the Injil is. This is very prevalent among even like Shias, Sunnis, no matter the sector, no matter what their Aqidah is, whether the Ashari, Athari, Sufi, Salafi, Maliki, Hanbali, Hanafi, doesn't matter really what they are. It really, it's down to the fact. And what you can really get from this is that the Sharia or like the Torah and the Injil teach the core message of the Sharia or Islamic values. That's what you can really derive from it.
But you don't know that for sure.
You don't know that. I mean, like, bro, like you gotta give me, you gotta like, you know what I mean? Like
what?
I don't know how to word it, but like sure.
All right, look, hey Umar, you are welcome back anytime, bro.
Yeah, sure, man.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so come back again. I'm gonna let the next guest up though, but this was fun. I had a good time with you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Mashallah.
All right, take care, man. All right, guys, and that's our segment of what is the Injil. And 9 times out of 10, if the Muslim is honest, it is going to lead to the Injil being the New Testament.